Welcome to Reidel Law Firm. I want to share some details about our franchise exit package process. You're probably on our landing page here, which describes what's in our franchise exit package and some details about it. But I want to go into the specifics about what we do, what our role is as a franchisee attorney, and how we might be able to help you. So let's chat about what franchise exits are. This is not an expiration, right, where you've gone the length of the franchise agreement and it's over and you can walk away. It is a process of exiting early, frankly, right? It's getting out of your franchise agreement because you're not making money. Maybe the brand's not a right fit. You just don't like it. Maybe there's a culture conflict, or even other reasons. Maybe there are changes in your family circumstance, right? We've had clients we've helped exit who had an illness, right, in the family or themselves, and just were not physically able to continue the business. So these exits are also exclusive of selling your business, right? So selling your business is different. Franchise exit assumes that maybe you're unable to sell the business, or we have to do it in a time frame that would not be conducive to selling the business. Absolutely try to sell your business before you exit, right? Before we have to mutually exit or mutually terminate the agreement, because you're going to get value for it. You're going to get paid for it. And it's a lot easier to do that, to get paid for the business you built, than to just walk away, right, and to negotiate an exit. So it's not selling your business. It's not waiting for expiration. It is an early exit. So our role as a franchisee attorney is that we step in to represent you, right? We look at your franchise agreement. We look at the circumstances that are currently surrounding your situation, right, for why you want to exit and what the reasons behind that are. And we help you navigate a path to a exit. Now, that can mean a lot of different things in different circumstances and different franchise agreements or franchise systems. But very generally, what we're going to do is we read that franchise agreement. We advise you of the options. We advise you of the challenges that you're going to face with an exit. Exit fees, liquidated damages, potentially the personal guarantee, any other type of obligations that you're going to have that might exist after the expiration or termination of the franchise agreement. This is non-compete, confidentiality, non-disparagement, all of that. My job is to make sure you understand it, make sure that it makes sense for your intended exit and what your plans are, and that we're not going to be walking into another legal minefield, right? So, for example, if you want to exit your business because you want to start a competing business, probably not going to be able to do that. There are very likely a non-compete term or terms in your franchise agreement that will prevent you from doing that. And if you do try to do it, you'll get sued and you will lose, and you'll end up paying a bunch of money and you'll be barred from operating that competitive business. So that's the things we look at. Most of the time we're exiting because of financial circumstances or because the business is not a good fit for the franchisee. Could be a lot of different reasons, culture-wise, or just the wrong market, or not doesn't fit your skill set, things like that. So after we've looked at your docs, after we've chatted with you and counseled you on a potential exit path and what challenges and areas you have to be aware of, the next thing we do is open up negotiations with the franchisor. We give them notice, hey, this isn't working out. We got to take steps to fix this. And some franchisors are going to be very open and transparent and friendly to deal with in that circumstance. I'll tell you, probably most will not be, though. Most of them are going to push back, and they're going to point to the franchise agreement and want payment or damages, some extremely high fees, very likely, either to try and keep you in the system or to make that exit very painful and for them to be compensated. So we have to negotiate through those. The biggest elephant in the room during those negotiations typically is the liquidated damages provision, right? So this is that damages fee that you're agreeing to in your franchise agreement. I have other videos on that, so check out our channel. Where if you exit early, you got to pay X amount. X amount could be six figures, well into six figures. I've seen numbers as high as like $205,000, crazy. And it can go up from every event. But normally when we're negotiating, we pay a fraction of what that starting number is. The fraction depends on the circumstances, obviously, and what's happening and the disposition of the franchisor. But that's our role, right? We counsel you through that. We walk you through negotiating. We handle those negotiations with the franchisor. So we take it on, and we are the point of contact with the franchisor to get that done. I've very rarely, I'll tell you, not had an exit that went successful. And successful meaning that everyone agreed to mutual exit terms. Frankly, not everyone's always happy, or almost. Let me rephrase that. Always, not everybody's happy. There's never one party that is ever happy in an exit. Both parties are going to be disappointed and displeased because nobody gets what they want. Franchisee obviously wants to close without paying anything. Franchisor wants to get paid a huge amount to let the franchisee out. Neither happens, right? It's typically some shade of gray in between. But we help walk you through that, help you exit, and make sure that we're doing it on the right terms for your situation. We can usually get the franchisor to the table, depending, again, obviously on their disposition. I haven't had one fail in probably a year or two, at least 2 years, I know, where franchisor was not playing ball at all, and we just closed unilaterally. That's going nuclear, and knock on wood, we haven't had any franchisees sued that we've had to go through that. But it happens, right? Franchisees do get sued, and one of the bases is abandonment of the business. So we try to avoid that. We try to wrap up everything very nice and neatly and papered over so there are no hanging questions. And once we get to that point of negotiating the terms, then we, assist you with making sure that we wrap up all those loose ends. This is going to be things like signing the agreement, obviously, paying any damages, making sure that all branded material, confidential material is returned, certifying that if necessary, or certifying destruction, and then abiding by your non-compete, right? We'll make sure that you understand that and make sure that anything that you're doing, we can avoid any future troubles. So that gives you some clarity, hopefully, around our franchise exit process. A little bit lower on our landing page here is a video about how to exit your franchise agreement. Definitely watch that as well. That walks through kind of the nitty gritty and more specific insights if that's something you're thinking about doing on your own versus retaining us. That's a really great video to watch too. Maybe I'll put them side by side even. I'm not sure what I'll do. But anyways, check out our package. If you have questions, reach out. There's a contact form at the bottom of the page. You can also schedule a call at the top of the page. And if it looks like we can help you and you'd like to retain us, you could fill out the form there, and we can jump right into representing you on your franchise exit. So best of luck to you, and hopefully we can help you. And if not, I hope these resources are helpful for you. Thank you.